I built my business, The Shed Pros, from nothing to multiple six figures. If I had to start my business again from zero, with no brand, no money, this is exactly what I would do. Not gatekeeping anything, I'm gonna tell you all my secrets. I'm gonna show you how to use AI to build the foundations and how to actually get started. I'm gonna break this down into 3 phases. Phase number 1 is pick your vehicle. Phase number 2, set up the foundations. Phase number 3 is act like a business. Pick your vehicle. What this means is you have to find something that you're naturally inclined to or that you're already kind of doing. People ask me all the time, how did you get into building sheds? How did you start a shed building company? It's because I worked for 3 years for a company that used to build sheds. Once you know how to do the work, it's very possible for you to then learn how to build a brand and how to get your own customers and how to do all the back end stuff, which is what I did. For this whole example, I'm gonna show you guys if I were starting house cleaning business, what I would do. Okay, so phase 2, and arguably the most important, is setting up the foundations. The best part about starting a business, it's creating your logo, creating your website, creating your name, creating the identity that's gonna dictate the rest of your business. Okay, so these are all the tools that we're gonna need, and I'm gonna share them with you guys so you guys have them. Step number 1 is coming up with your name. It's a business name generator, so we're gonna type in with the example of a cleaning company. We have to pick a name that's gonna sound very professional. It's not like Eric's Cleaning Company LLC. This has to be like The Shed Pro, something that says what you're doing and is gonna stand out when you put on a shirt, on a logo, on a sweater. A brand is nothing more than the gut feeling that it gives you. You just take a quick look at The Shed Pros or my company, you can tell that it's a very clean, professional company. It's probably been around for a while just because it gives you that gut feeling. I'm gonna pop up a video. I was driving around and I saw this guy's van. This does not give me a good vibe. Like, this is like red, ugly, I don't know. Okay, so this is the name that I went with, and it's something simple. It's QuickMade. Now that we got the name, we can go to logomaster.ai. On here, you have to decide what your logo type is going to be. Usually select product branding and startups because I like the look of these logos. Pick 3 logos that you kind of like. I'm gonna go with this one. This one. This is very important. If you have a cleaning company, you want to stay away from these reds and oranges and yellows just because those don't really signal clean. You want something more of a deep purple, blue, even green, but I would try to avoid it. You would want your logo to be blue. That to me just means clean. Here you're going to put your company name that we created, and it's QuickMade. Here it's going to let you add some icons that you like. See results. And based off everything that we chose, these are some of the logo options. I kind of like this one, and I want to change the text. I don't really like this text. I really like this logo though. Okay, so that's the logo that we created, and what I did was I just screenshotted it and entered it into ChatGPT and said, can you give me different variations in a white background? Kind of like this top one. Okay, after messing with ChatGPT for a while, I think this is the logo that I like. It's simple, it's blue, I like it. Let's move on. Okay, now that we have the logo, we're gonna go to Durable AI, and this is how you're gonna create your website. We're a cleaning company called QuickMade. We do residential cleaning services with the subscription model. Located in, put your city, building your website. So this is your website. If you go here, for example, to the top, you go to the logo, you'll be able to add your own logo. There you go. You got your logo up there. And now you can edit the stuff here. This doesn't really matter. This is more to just have a website for customers to land on when you're starting out. So you can edit this with AI. You can add your own pictures. Now that you have your logo and your name and your website, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, and create a new page for your business. Do not start with your existing personal profile. You need to create a whole new page for your business and add your logo. I'm not going to teach you how to create a Facebook page or an Instagram page because it's super simple. We're going to move on to phase 3. You're going to start acting like a brand. The first thing that I would do is I would create some merch, some shirts with my logo, because we're gonna need to start recording videos. You're gonna need to record these 5 videos for your Instagram and your Facebook page. The first thing that you have to do is you have to break customer objections. An objection is something that happens in the sales process where a customer might say no. You don't have to come up with these on your own. Literally download ChatGPT and ask it, in my specific service, what are the 5 or 10 top objections that a customer might have to using my service? I just asked my ChatGPT, what are the top 10 objections a customer might have? And let me tell you what it said. It's too expensive. What the customer is saying is, I don't see the value. You're gonna create a video with a split screen and you showing them what they look like cleaning their own house for 4 hours versus them playing with their kids for 4 hours. Another objection is I don't trust strangers in my house. What they're really saying is I'm scared of theft, snooping, and weird behavior. You're gonna record a video of your team arriving on site, a day in the life, what it looks like for you cleaning, etc. These are all just quick examples that ChatGPT gave me, and you need to record a video addressing all of these objections. Now that you have your t-shirts, your website, your Instagram, Facebook page, your logo, your shirts, you have everything. How do you get your first few clients? You have to start finding groups like what's happening in Aurora, Illinois, what's happening in whatever city you're in, and you're gonna make a post saying, "Hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I just started my residential cleaning company. If you or anyone you know needs a little bit of extra help around the house, send me a message because my residential cleaning company is waiving the first major cleanup for free." So whenever you do, I'm guessing a cleaning company, there's probably like an initial deep clean. Maybe you can say something like, for the next 5 orders, I'm waiving the $200 deep clean fee that we usually charge for when we take on a new client. We get your house up to speed, and then from there we just maintain it once a month, etc. Basically just have to use the new Facebook page, Instagram page, videos, and share them everywhere. Ask your family to share them on your personal profile, and I promise you, you're gonna get your first 5 clients that way. And from there, if you do a good enough job, they're gonna refer you more work and it's gonna snowball. You don't even have to run paid ads yet. You're gonna do word of mouth and just posting and sharing your content all over social media. Now, I'm not saying I know everything that there is to know about business, but these are all the things that I would do literally if I lost the Shed Pros and I had to start from the beginning. Like if you've ever wanted to start your own business, you need these solid foundations. Before you know it, you have your own brand, your own clients. This is literally how I went from working for Home Depot to literally becoming their competitor. I remember when I learned how to do all the AI stuff and website, and I was like, why don't I charge businesses on how to do it and this and that? But listen, like I have my own business. I'm gonna make my money with the Shed Pros, by the way. I'm gonna be posting more of this content of the things that I learned and the things that got me here. This one was probably super boring unless you're trying to learn how to start your own business. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next Wednesday.
So slowly